Negative thoughts. We've all been there. Stuck in a vicious cycle of self-doubt, anxiety, and fear. It feels like being caught in an endless loop, where every step forward is met with 2 steps back. But what if I told you there is a way out? What if you could free yourself from the grip of negativity and unlock your true potential? Negative thinking isn't just unpleasant, it's deeply limiting. Psychology calls them cognitive distortions, mental shortcuts or thought errors that lead us to interpret reality in a dysfunctional way. For example, catastrophizing makes us expect the worst. Black and white thinking forces us to see things as either total success or total failure. Mind reading convinces us we know what others think about us, and it's usually not good. One of the biggest challenges people face is anticipatory anxiety. That little voice whispering, "What if?" over and over, painting worst-case scenarios. It robs us of peace, clarity, and presence. Another common pattern is chronic self-doubt. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. I don't deserve happiness. These thoughts don't just stay in our minds. They influence our actions, hold us back from opportunities, and shape how we see ourselves. But here's the key. You are not your thoughts. They are just mental events, not facts. And the great news is, your mind can be retrained. Modern psychotherapy offers powerful, evidence-based tools to do exactly that. Rewiring your mind, clinical techniques that work. Let's start with one of the most effective methods. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. CBT teaches us to identify, challenge, and reframe negative thoughts. Instead of letting thoughts control you, you learn to analyze them objectively. For example, the ABC model, developed by Albert Ellis, shows us that it's not the event itself that causes emotional pain, but how we interpret it. One core CBT tool is thought monitoring. You write down what you're thinking in moments of stress or sadness, identify the distortion, and replace it with a more balanced thought. It's a structured, empowering process of self-awareness and mental restructuring. But CBT is just one approach. Schema therapy, developed by Jeffrey Young, goes deeper. It helps us understand long-standing emotional patterns called schemas, formed in childhood, such as abandonment, unworthiness, or mistrust. These emotional blueprints shape how we react to life today. Healing them means breaking free from repetitive emotional traps. Then there's dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, particularly effective for people who feel overwhelmed by intense emotions. DBT focuses on 4 core skills: mindfulness, emotion regulation, distress tolerance, and interpersonal effectiveness. It's practical, grounded, and incredibly effective when practiced regularly. And don't overlook the power of compassion-focused therapy, CFT, created by Paul Gilbert. This approach helps people reduce self-criticism by cultivating kindness and empathy towards themselves. For many, negative thinking begins with a harsh inner critic, and CFT helps soften that voice. Daily strategies to train your mind. Outside therapy sessions, what can you do? One of the most transformative tools is mindfulness. Being fully present in the moment without judgment. Scientific research shows that mindfulness practices reduce activity in the amygdala, the brain's fear center, and strengthen the prefrontal cortex, responsible for reasoning and emotional regulation. Just 10 minutes a day can shift your mental state significantly. Another underrated tool is gratitude. It's not just feel-good advice, it's science-backed. Keeping a gratitude journal and writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day has been shown to improve mood, reduce anxiety, and enhance resilience. Journaling is another powerful method. Writing about your thoughts and emotions helps you process and externalize them. Psychologist James Pennebaker found that expressive writing even boosts immune function and improves well-being. It's like giving your mind room to breathe. Then, there's the therapeutic alliance, your connection with a trained mental health professional. Speaking with a therapist isn't a sign of weakness. It's a courageous step toward understanding and healing yourself. The therapeutic relationship itself is healing. Carl Rogers, founder of person-centered therapy, emphasized the importance of empathy, acceptance, and authenticity. When someone truly hears you without judgment, it can reshape how you relate to yourself. Reclaiming power over your thoughts. There's one lesson that changed everything for me: choice. You don't have to obey every thought that crosses your mind. You can pause, observe, and decide. You can react out of habit or respond with intention. You can cling to negative beliefs or challenge them. You can repeat the old story or begin writing a new one. I started small. I noticed the little things: a warm cup of tea, a quiet sunset, a kind word from a stranger, and slowly, my mindset began to shift. The transformation wasn't instant. It took time, effort, and compassion. But it was worth it. Let's be clear. Getting rid of negative thoughts doesn't mean never having them again. It means learning how to respond to them calmly, wisely, and consciously. It means shifting from a judging mind to an observing one, from a punishing voice to a compassionate one. Final thoughts. If you're struggling with negative thoughts, remember this: you're not broken. You're human, and humans can heal. Here are a few powerful questions to ask yourself when a negative thought arises. Is this thought a fact or just an interpretation? Is it helping me or hurting me? What would I say to a friend who thought this? Is there a more helpful way to see this situation? Share your experiences in the comments. Your story might help someone else who feels alone in theirs. And if you're ready for the next step, check out our upcoming video on building mental resilience. Subscribe to the channel Psychology and Mental Health for more insights on anxiety, self-esteem, emotional healing, and the science of change. And always remember, your mind can be a dark prison or a light-filled refuge. Sometimes, it all begins with a single thought.